Have you heard any Arctic Monkeys singles? I'm sure you have if you are a fan of them. For example, Stop the World, I Wanna Get Off With You.
Open sesame, we've places to go, we've people to see. Let's put them on hold. There's all sorts of shapes that I bet you can make when you want to escape. Say the word.
Or even You're So Dark.
You got your H.P. Lovecraft, your Edgar Allan Poe, you got your own kind of ravens, and your murderer crows.
Or maybe you've heard the Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds cover of Red Right Hand.
And take a little walk to the edge of town and go across the tracks, where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it shifts and cracks, where secrets lie in the border fires and the humming wires, where you know you're never coming.
Or maybe you haven't heard of any of these. Well, if that's the case, then please go hear them. With all of that being said, today I wanted to talk about a single. Well, more specifically, a song off of the Fluorescent Adolescent single, Too Much to Ask. This song, in my opinion, is very ahead of its time for Arctic Monkeys as a band. You may be asking, why do I think this? Well, it's because the song sounds just like a song that could be off of the Humbug album. And that album came out in 2009 when the band was trying to experiment with a brand new sound. However, this single came out in 2007 as a single for the song Fluorescent Adolescent off of the album Favorite Worst Nightmare that came out the same year. To get more into my idea of how the song is ahead of its time, I want to play a song off of Humbug the album, and also play Too Much to Ask. So here's Fire and the Thud off of Humbug.
If I pack away the laughter and tell you how it feels, and this burden come to meet you, if questions are...
It's got that deep Humbug sound with a good bass line to it. Now here's Too Much to Ask. This song is definitely more bass heavy, but it almost sounds like it could be straight off of Humbug. I will admit it does have the more lighter Alex Turner voice that fits the earlier albums like Favorite Worst Nightmare, but the other instruments sound deep and dark, just like Humbug. So to summarize everything I've said, I think this song is very advanced for Arctic Monkeys as a band. It has some deep elements to it, and with it being before Humbug, it to me at least shows maybe the first sign of the Humbug sound. I know they don't sound completely the same, but if you think about it, this is a single from the second album from them as a band. You go from the sound of whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not.
If we can have 6 in, if not we'll have to have 2. We all coming up at our end, aren't you? So I'll get one with you. What he let us have six in, especially not with the food. He could have just told us no though, he didn't have to be rude.
With its more small band, young teenager sound of just simpler guitar parts and songs about girls and bars, to the kind of continue with Favorite Worst Nightmare. But this song, Too Much to Ask, is more advanced. It has a slower tempo and a more meaningful meaning to it. Now, I am in no way saying whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not, is bad or anything. But I really do think this song is just way ahead of its time. But what do you think about these two songs? I would highly recommend you to hear Too Much to Ask.